Day 2 of a double-header weekend here at Pembrey in South Wales for those cars in the Swift Sport Rallycross Championship. Max Weatherly has topped the times across Q1 and Q2. Will Leighton doing a really good job to be fastest in Q3. Max Weatherly has had 1 win this year, Dominic Flitney 2 in the finals held so far. Max Weatherly's on pole from Will Leighton and Dom Flitney. Then on the second row of the grid there is Nikita Abramov and Tom Constantine, the reigning junior champion, ahead of Ed Stallard, Don McLeod and Joe Booth at the back of the grid as the lights go green and we go racing. Will Leighton makes a good start from the middle of the front row. Can he get his nose in front and cover off Max Weatherly's inside line as they get to the loose? Yes, he can. Will Leighton is ahead then as the cars come across the loose. Flitney's up to second, and from pole, Max Weatherly's made a bit of a duff start, to be fair. He has fallen back in the pack. Joe Booth is on the move. He's got himself up past Don McLeod. Now he has a go at Ed Stallard as the cars go to the Joker lap in some cases for the first time, and Booth gets right into the side there of Stallard and almost shovels him sideways off the road. Booth goes ahead, but Stallard will not take kindly to that, for sure. Will Leighton then leads the way as he steps down onto the main circuit off that little strip of tarmac from the loose at the hairpin, and Leighton is getting away, look. The margin is growing already as the cars charge their way up towards the Brooklands hairpin, and so Will Leighton, new to the championship this year, looking very promising indeed, but it's game on for second place now. Dom Flitney just ahead of Max Weatherly. Weatherly won yesterday when the cars were running in the clockwise direction, and today anti-clockwise. It's a different proposition altogether because Will Leighton it is who has the advantage right now, and he's building that as they come onto the loose. Now Weatherly up into second place at the expense of Flitney. Flitney jokers to get out of the traffic. Is that going to help him? Let's see. They're up into third place on the road now goes Tom Constantine, and where is Flitney going to rejoin? He's 5th in the pack at the moment. To the hairpin comes the race leader, but Will Leighton goes wide, goes a little bit deep through the corner. Is that going to spoil the run back onto the tarmac? Let's see. Through they turn with now Flitney trying to recover that, not so much lost ground, more the delay really by serving the Joker lap. Everybody has to serve it, and so things will balance out. But look at the way now that Max Weatherly is going. Having got himself up past Flitney, he is really hacking away at the advantage that the race leader has got. So this is looking very promising all of a sudden for the man in second spot. Further back in the pack, Don McLeod there with the Saltire on the roof of the car is keeping at bay Joe Booth, and Booth is under pressure as well because Ed Stallard, who was turned sideways early on in the race, fights back on the inside. That's for the lead, and there, look, the gap's coming down. Stallard still battling with Booth as they come across the loose, but is he going to be able to do anything about it? For the race lead then, Will Leighton, again with understeer, he's going to go deep and wide through the corner. All of that is spoiling the run. He's back onto the tarmac of Speedway Straight. Remember, this really greasy track surface is far from easy for anybody, but Will Leighton doing a great job. This is the best we've seen out of him all season. Again, he's wide at the hairpin though, and it's just little things like that added up over a lap or two that will really reduce the advantage that he's got. There through is Tom Constantine, the reigning junior champion, comes through the chicane, and now down towards Senna's and onto Ollie's. This is the battle between Nikita Abramov and Tom Constantine now. Abramov having done well on the jokers served by others. Flitney has fallen back into that pack as well. Nikita Abramov, who gets better and better every time out, comes across the loose surface. Constantine looking for a way by. But up front, what about this battle between Leighton and Weatherly? There you can see them in the distance going back towards the tarmac. Break for the hairpin. To the inside line goes Constantine, but he's not able really to slingshot up the inside there and gain the advantage. He's under attack from Dominic Flitney, that's for sure. The cars accelerate now up towards the braking zone for the Brooklands hairpin. Constantine is trying to attack Abramov, but he's very busy defending from Flitney, and so much so that he's losing touch with the Russian driver. Abramov, look, he's getting away there in the first of the 2 black cars. Towards Ollie's they turn, the laps tick on down. While all this is going on, so Will Leighton is hanging on to his race lead. There he is. Serves the Joker. Is he going to lose out to Max Weatherly? It's going to be close. They're going to be side by side, and Will Leighton is just ahead, but he's got so much speed he'll go deep into the corner, rattles over the curb, over the markers, but he just hangs on. Weatherly gets into the back of him. Is that going to push him out wide? Certainly Leighton does go wide, but he hangs on to the race lead only just. There's more contact as Weatherly tries to get up the inside, but that gap disappears. Will Leighton looking to be the third different winner in 4 rounds of the Swift Championship, and bang, into the back of him again goes Max Weatherly. He went for a gap, the gap closed and he couldn't slow down in time. Weatherly is in danger here of getting a big finger wagging from the officials. He might be quicker than Leighton, but there's no gap and he's trying to make one. To the outside line on this last lap, down towards Ollie's they go. Absolutely nose to tail. Leighton being savaged by Max Weatherly, but he can't afford to put a wheel wrong here. Across the loose they come, absolutely as one. Will Leighton versus Max Weatherly, who wants a double here this weekend. He won yesterday. More battles lower down. Flitney ahead of Constantine there. You see they've reversed places. Now this is where Leighton has been understeering out wide lap after lap after lap, and he does it again. He does recover. He does keep the lead, but better momentum perhaps employed by Max Weatherly. He will go to the inside line. The gap again closes. This could be his last chance now up the inside. He goes to the outside line though. Can he drive all the way around the outside at the hairpin? No. The line is covered off for the chicane, and so Will Leighton is almost there for a maiden win in the Swift Sport Rallycross Championship. Checkered flag at the ready and a really good defensive drive. Will Leighton wins, Max Weatherly second, and for third place as they come across the line, that battle between Don Flitney and Nikita Abramov. Will Leighton has done it. A really impressive drive that under huge pressure from Max Weatherly, and it's a maiden win for Will Leighton. So Will Leighton, the race winner by just 1/5 of a second from Max Weatherly. Nikita Abramov third from Dom Flitney and Tom Constantine, with Don McLeod sixth ahead of Ed Stallard and Joe Booth. In the championship, it's Dom Flitney now 3 points ahead of Max Weatherly. Will Leighton third from Tom Constantine, Nikita Abramov and then Joe Booth in sixth.